Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave. Don't need anybody getting in trouble around here. Come on back when you are 13. Or when YouTube decides that it's actually okay for family-friendly content to be seen by all. So yeah. You're still watching, aren't you? Turn it off. Turn it off now. Parents, where are you? Do your job.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video, and actually we have a double unboxing video of the Dasin model Himura Kenshin. And the reason I have both is because, well, Andrew of Toyco is very persuasive but also made some valid points. If you guys have seen these figures, you know that they're pretty awesome for what they do with the soft goods and everything, but it is also two variants. We have the Battousai Samurai X version, and then we have the Samurai X Reverse Blade Happier version. Both of them use a lot of the similar parts, but the reason I got two of them is because each one comes with different heads that or face sculpts that the other one doesn't. So I need both face sculpts, because originally I was just going to get the Battousai version, as this was the version that got me into Rurouni Kenshin. So I really was going to go with the blue, and plus the blue's the more limited, I guess. But both are fantastic, and I'm glad I have both. And they come in very similar style packaging. They're just designs. One's blue, one's this magenta reddish brown. Then on the back they just have the signature Samurai X scar symbol on the back. That's it. Out of the box, these figures come with ginormous stands. I mean, you got the 3 different holes in the stand, so you can actually put these little holes in there. I don't know how these are. I haven't taken it fully out. And we get 2 different clasps for the figure. Underneath these stands, you can see a bunch of little pegs and all that, holes. Now, these little parts right up here can actually be popped out, and you can move them to any of these ones, and you can attach the 2 stands together, which I thought was really cool for them to integrate, where their stands could actually connect together, and you can actually make like a giant fight scene stand if you have enough of these. Both these Kenshin figures out of the package are amazing. When they're in your hand, it's just like if Mezco 112 Collective had a baby with SH Figuarts. We even have Dasin model, and they actually feel good in the hand. They got the interchangeability of SH Figuarts, but then they got the soft goods as nice and clean as your Mezco 112 Collective, and it is awesome. Now, when I go through these accessories, I'm going to show you all the accessories, and if they change between each version, I will let you know, and that's really only going to be the faces. Everything else, hands, alternate hair, swords, all of that is going to be the same between both figures. Kenshin comes with a pair of gripping hands, and as you can see, there's like a slice where the thumb is, and I guess they had to attach it separately, which I find it a little bit weird, I guess. I don't know. It's unique, but the hands don't look too bad. He comes with a pair of thumbs up fingers. They're gripping hands still. These are actually the nice little samurai, I don't know, like the typical move you'd see in like samurai movies and stuff like that, where they pop the blade out of the sheath by their handguard with their thumb and stuff like that, getting ready to attack and stuff like that. We also get some nice expressive hands. They're sculpted quite well for being like super thin fingers and everything. They look really good. Can never have too many expressive hands. We also get some like cupping open hands. It's different when you're looking at them. Like, they're sculpted nice, but then I guess they're sort of like cupping hands or asking for something type of hands, or give me hands maybe. I don't know. That's the great thing about hands. You can use them however you want. Finally, we get some pointy hands, lightly gripping hands. More hands. Hands are good. Kenshin comes with a reverse blade sword. Now, that's one of the little downsides about the two separate figures. The Battousai version, which is in the blue, still has the reverse blade, which during that era, he did not have the reverse blade. Not until he started wearing like the red magenta, you know, outfit is when he had the reverse blade. So that's sort of a disappointment, but they're still amazing looking pieces because the sculpt is nice. It's got that chrome dip. Almost wish it was metal, but you know, for it being a chrome painted sword, the blade looks great. The hilt itself, and the handle and everything could have been done better. It's sculpted there, but I feel like some of the details are missing. Just in my opinion. I mean, I think they focused a lot on the blade itself, and the handle and the handguard sort of took the hit from it. Here we have the scabbard that holds the sword, and it almost like where the knot is and where it's tied and everything, it just seems like the sculpt is just very, very soft. Either how they printed these or the mold or something. It just, the detail is quite soft, and it's just plain brown going on there. We got the same handle that I was showing originally from the other sword, but this is not the sword that I was showing. This is actually a partial sword, so you can have that effect of it coming out of the sheath a little bit, but without it actually being the full sword. It's a unique way of doing it. I guess you can have it either way, instead of making two full swords and having them be able to use the scabbard properly, but you can also see the rough plastic at the edge. But that's very easy to clean up. But other than that, it's a pretty solid piece. This is where the fun comes in. So we're looking at the faces. So out of the box, I thought they came with two different faces each, but actually they come with three different faces. So out of the box, you can see the difference between the two. So you have the Rurouni Kenshin that has the more sharper eyes, a little bit more focused. And then this one is more opened and innocent looking expression. Almost feels like the faces should have been swapped, because I feel like this like softer looking Kenshin would be more on this body, and then the more stern looking face would be on this body. Just my opinion. But yeah, so we're starting off, these faces are different. We're going to dive into the other faces that are separate. I'm going to show you the ones that are on the Battousai, then I'm going to show you the ones that come with the Kenshin. Here are the two different faces that come with the Battousai besides the one that is equipped. We just got the more rounded eyes looking over to the right, and then we got the more aggressive, angry face with the eyes looking to the left. So you can never have too many different facial expressions, especially when you have two Kenshins, or you just want to have one that has a lot more options. Here are the different faces we get with the Rurouni Kenshin. We get the angry looking straight forward face with his teeth gritting, and then we got the stern looking over to the right face, which all of them have the scar. Looks great. Now, before anybody says, Arthur, the two faces you shown were the same. This one came with the Battousai. This one came with the Rurouni Kenshin. And they are very similar, but the eyes are different. So we start getting into the faces that come identical with this figure. And we do get the nice, happy Kenshin. He's just so pleased with himself. So smug. Now we have that crazy, goofy, super expressive face. Now you would not really see this in Samurai X. This facial expression is definitely something you'd see in Rurouni Kenshin. Then the final head that we get that's the same is this weird conked on the head, dizzy, hypnotized, however you want to. It's really more of a dizzy, confused type of facial expression, but again, this would be something you'd see in Rurouni Kenshin, not really Samurai X, but these facial expressions are awesome and will definitely stand out on the shelf if you have it equipped with your Kenshin figure. We also get a alternate hairstyle. This one has more longer bangs and stuff like this. This one looks like somebody tried trimming the bangs, or the hair's tossed to one direction. I really like the one that's equipped on there because you got like the gradient of the reddish orange hair, and this one doesn't. It's just really the orange hair. This figure is fantastic in hand. It feels very nice. The Kamishimo is made out of this like softer fabric. It's like the Hakama are they're really thin. This one's a little bit different material, but they're very soft when it comes to the material here. And the figure itself just looks great. Now his ponytail is not accurate. This is more the ponytail style he had in Rurouni Kenshin. If he was the true 100% Battousai accurate, this should have been up towards the top of his head. But it is what it is. You're not really going to notice it when it comes to if you're not a hardcore, Samurai X Rurouni Kenshin fan, but still looks good. It looks really good. We do get his little sandals and everything there. And then he does have these like little floating cuffs that can sort of shift a little bit, I guess, to help hide that ball down there. Now, when it comes to articulation for this guy, he has it. So he has a lot of attitude you can get with his head. You can look left, you can look right. You can probably go all the way around, but the ponytail does hit a little bit. Yeah, the ponytail doesn't allow it to want to go all the way around, but that's still enough motion. He has a ball joint up here, ball joint down there, so he gets that double neck. So he can look up and down right here, but then his neck actually can move up and down as well, and side to side. So lots of neck motion and head motion out of him. His arms can go up quite a bit. There's a little bit of tension when it comes to the soft goods, a little bit in the pit, but it's still not bad. It's enough articulation you want. He's got the double jointed elbows. Get that thing crunched up really nice. We get the wrist bend rotation. And I do believe he has there's a butterfly in there as well. You can see that shoulder shifting. So tons of articulation. Let's check his body here. He does have a ball jointed upper torso. So he gets a nice range of motion out of that. Even has, waist swivel down here. Not a lot. It's a little bit. Legs can... Wow, his legs can go out quite a bit. You don't want to do it too much. You don't want to tear the crotch out, but man, that's some heck of splits going on. So let's see how well he can kick forward. He cannot. That's weird. That is very weird. His legs can only kick up this far. I wonder if there's like a ball under there that you have to rotate to get him to kick forward, but he doesn't kick forward or back. That's pretty much the extent. But he can do the sides. So something tells me there's a ball or something you can rotate to where you can get this type of motion going forward. He does have a thigh swivel. I can feel it in there. And then he's going to have that double jointed knee, so you can get him into those nice jumping or running poses. Ankle bend, tons of pivot. Like, it is awesome. Lots of movement you can get out of the feet here. So crazy articulation. I mean, it's like it reminds me of SH Figure Arts articulation. I'm glad we didn't get the toe bends on there because I don't feel it's needed all the time. Granted, it may not have been bad, but I do like the whole style of the feet as opposed to being broken up and having a pin going through it. But let's go and see how his head comes apart to change the faces. I know this should pop off like any other figure. It should just, slides out. And let's go ahead and pop the other one on just so you guys can see which version you might like more. I already don't care for it too much. It's sort of like, I don't know. It's weird. Something is definitely off when it comes to this hairstyle. It's almost like somebody like cut their own bangs. But either way, let's pop this back off. Then we got the hair piece in the back. I guess that that comes off too. So the actual head itself pops out. You can actually see how it's attached and everything. So we gotta pop the head just like so. Let's see, this is more of a serious Kenshin. Let me figure out which one I want to do. Let's do his more aggressive self. And this is where I can have fun and interchange the heads. So from whatever version. All right, that pops on like so. Grr. Looks pretty good. These figures are pretty freaking cool. I really am enjoying posing them up, and the fact that like the facial expressions, like he's so just calm and pleasant. And then I have this one posed up. There's with the sword and the sheath and everything. He's holding on to it. He's popping that blade out and he's ready to attack. And he has that angry assassin ready to battle face. And these figures are awesome. So hopefully nobody that's watching this slept on these figures, because they're great, especially for the price. Definitely worth every penny, and they're amazing. And I can't wait to actually get them on display. Now it's comparison time. Let's go ahead and get Mezco Punisher. Stand him there. So he actually is shorter than these figures. So a lot of people are complaining that these figures were way too big. I don't care, because I'm not really going to be, you know, displaying them like that with like Mezco and things like that. But I guess it's not horrible. You know, he could just be a really tall, lanky samurai. But then we got our Pizza Spidey, which I got to bring in here. See how well. Get them all straightened up first. So, I mean, it's not horrible. Pizza Spidey's super lanky and tall and stuff, almost at the same height. So it's really not a overly huge figure, but he is bigger. And I guess a lot of times with this type of character, you know, he should be maybe a little bit smaller. But overall, I mean, he could still blend in pretty well with a lot of figures. These figures are awesome. I love the feeling of the figures. I love the plethora of hands and faces that we get with these figures, because they're great. You can have your Battousai and Kenshin figure however you want them, and it really expressive in a sense with all the items that we get with these figures. And I love it. I love the fact that you know, I can have my serious ready to kill Battousai, and then I can have my comical goofy unique Kenshin right there. And that's awesome. I almost want to dial with bamboo and stuff like that. Just these figures are great, and I can't thank Andrew of Toyco enough for really letting me know that these came with alternate faces, because I was already on the fence of getting both. And once he told me about the actual faces, I was like, I gotta do both, because they're amazing looking figures. And I'm a huge Kenshin Samurai X fan. It's like one of my favorite animes and mangas of all time. And I had to get these figures. And plus, I mean, it's samurais. I'm a huge fan of samurai films and just the samurai culture. So awesome. Super thankful to have these figures, and they're going to look great on the shelf. I just got to figure out which face and which pose I want, and that's going to be the biggest challenge right there. But that sums up my unboxing and review of the Dasin model Himura Kenshin. And if you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. New to my channel, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you know when I post up a new video. Make sure you guys check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. The website's down below, along with the promo code for you to get free shipping on whatever you purchase from the website. Then you got the 2 Facebook groups. You got the pre-order group, which is fantastic. Allows you to get those amazing prices and deals compared to your Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, you know, your Megalopolis. Honestly, Toyco stomps their prices into the ground. And then you also have the community where you can interact with fellow customers and, you know, collectors and just have a good time. And then you also have my Facebook group if you're looking for that nice tight-knit family. Check out Plastic Cannibals. You just go to Facebook, type out Plastic, then Cannibals, look for the image that you see at the end of my videos, hit join, answer the 3 questions, come on in. Let's talk about figures, show off your collection. You can collect from Matchbox cars to Pops, whatever. Just come on in and let's have a good time and, you know, help each other out. So definitely check out Plastic Cannibals. And I want to thank you guys. And I want you to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting and have a beautiful day.